Model-driven apps or Canvas apps? Why not both? Adrian Orth shows how custom pages allow you to merge the best of Model and Canvas apps to create apps that are responsive, connected, and fast on PowerCATLive. Welcome to PowerCATLive. My name is Phil Topness with the PowerCat team, and today we are here with Adrian Orth, Principal Program Manager on the Power Platform team. Hey, Adrian.
Hello.
Thanks for being here. Now, custom pages is hot new stuff, and I'm excited to hear you talk about it. But first, talk a little bit about how you got to this role in Power Platform.
I joined Microsoft in 2004, and I've been working in a variety of different areas with business applications and helping makers and users to create awesome experiences.
And so that's from the early days of Dynamics.
Yeah, very early in Dynamics, and then moved into Power Platform in the last few years. So it's been great.
And now you're working on pushing on the very edges of the platform. So then what are custom pages, and how are they different than other ways you can embed a Canvas app in model-driven apps?
Custom page is a new page type we're adding into our model-driven app that it has much better performance and better integration than the Canvas or the embedded Canvas app that customers have been using so far.
And so what are the things that custom pages allow us to do that we couldn't do before?
Well, with the integration, we're more part of the solution in terms of how you can roll this out through your different environments. We have better integration in terms of the speed and caching, so it's significantly faster than what you'd seen before. We're taking advantage of the responsive layout capabilities that are now available in Canvas so that you can fit within your app more cleanly as the app is sized, as a desktop and on down to a smaller device. And we also have the full range of connectors that are available. So it's not just your Dataverse data that you have, it's any connector that's available in PowerApps can now be used inside of the custom page.
Those are definitely some compelling features. Well, yeah. Can we see it in action?
Yeah, let's switch over and I'll show you a quick demo of it. Here we have the new modern app designer that is showing a live preview of the application that I've built. And this is the tool that we use to create our applications. So I'm going to switch over to the actual app running right now. You can see that I have this page where this app with the landing page, accounts, and contacts. This first page here is the custom page that I've introduced as a landing experience where I'm summarizing some of the information within the app itself. From this, I've hooked up navigations where I can go to a specific record from the list. All of the page interactions are there. I can go to the list itself if I wanted to get into the tabular list and use some of its information. And I can hook into parts where I want to do a create of a brand new record. So those are some of the ways that we support cleaner navigation within the application.
I really like how the UI of this blends in so well with the model-driven app. And we know model-driven apps are responsive just by default. You mentioned that custom pages are too. Can you show us that?
Yeah. So this custom page that I've built here is responsive. And you'll notice that based on the amount of space, it'll go from one column to two columns down to stacked single column. So as your application has a smaller viewport space to work inside of. Some of the other things that you get as an advantage with the custom pages, the power of Canvas to really style this how you want. I've chosen colors and things and fonts that align with the model-driven app, so it looks great together.
That's a nice looking app. So how does someone build one of these then?
Sure. So let's jump into the modern app designer. And from here, I'm going to go in and I'll edit on the custom page that I've created. So inside of our Canvas designer, we have a structure that I used with the responsive layouts to create a structure that has a top container. It has a header container, body, The body has a left and a right, and then you end up putting in some smaller groups to kind of structure off all of your information. And then with some simple properties that you can set on these things, it will take care of all of the responsiveness within your application.
And so these custom pages are built just like any other Canvas app.
They are completely just another Canvas app that you're doing. We have a set of controls. The most common controls from the Canvas world are all available inside of here, as well as the layout items that can allow you to create some really great content.
And for the layout controls, I've got another video that I'll link to below on how to use them that your coworker Tasha showed us.
Yeah, no, that's a great session on that.
And so because these are just Canvas apps, does that mean I can use PCF controls and all that kind of things in them?
Yes, you can. So you could go in and pull in your own PCF controls into these applications to extend what you could do as a low-code developer and have professional-driven content.
So this looks really powerful. How are you seeing people use these so far?
Well, there's a few different patterns that we're seeing customers uptake. One of the common ones that we're getting a lot of requests for is a landing page, an experience where the user first starts up to give them a heads-up view across a variety of things in the application. They're using them for dialogues where they want to have a specialized experience to speed up some of the tasks that a user has to do. Instead of creating a web resource or building out a full form, low code really makes that easy to create a fast experience.
And so someone that wanted to get started building some of those experiences, what are the things they need to know before they get started?
You can start off right now by going out there and in your maker experience, we'll jump back to here and you can see inside of the Solution Explorer, you would go in and you can open up your modern app designer through the edit and preview and then go in and add in a custom page.
And so you can also use things that we're used to with Canvas apps like Monitor and things like that so that you can measure your app?
Yeah, Monitor is a great tool. Let me show you a little bit about how that integrates in. So from our model-driven app, you'll have an option of turning on Monitor. When Monitor is loaded up, you'll see the ability to go play your model-driven app. That'll start up the new session with the Monitor turned on. From here, we get a prompt to join a monitoring session. And you'll see my data coming into here. I can go in and I can take one of my records and navigate into that. If I go take a look at that inside of Monitor, you'll see the information was loaded up from the session. Lots of great detail about that. Inside of here, you can find an item that talks about your navigation. And you can see that the form that I opened using standard, model-driven app navigations and the specific entity that came in.
That's great. This is very tightly integrated.
Yeah, no, that really helps a lot with understanding the Canvas app, how it's running inside of your model-driven app.
So Adrian, what's planned for custom pages?
Well, for custom pages, we have a lot of new capabilities that we're looking to add on top of announcing the general availability. We'll be adding in string localization, right-to-left support, data formatting. And we're continuing to build out a number of things around navigation experiences and starting to look at how we can migrate Canvas apps into that converged world.
That's a tremendous amount of investment in this. This is definitely the way of the future.
Yeah.
Now, if I've got the link to your docs in the description, any final words for someone that's going to go and try putting a custom page in their model-driven app?
Well, go get started in there. There's a lot of power there, and you can explore the world of Canvas and the ease of low-code development.
Adrian, thanks for showing this to us. This is a great feature, and I'm excited to have people go try it out.
Thank you very much.